Good morning, everyone. Interactive audience here, it's great. It's my pleasure to be here today as Minister of Government Relations. I want to extend my thanks to SUMA for inviting me here to speak, and by extension, President Randy Golden. I also want to acknowledge you, the dedicated elected representatives and municipal employees in the room who contribute to building, protecting, and serving their communities. I look around this room and see everyone from our smallest villages to our largest cities represented. All of us in this room have the same goal of making Saskatchewan communities the best place to start a business, to live, work, and raise a family. Through your work listening and being responsive to ratepayers, you ensure that local issues are addressed fairly and effectively. In spite of uncertain times, the Government of Saskatchewan continues to be committed to protecting the needs of municipalities. Last month at the annual SARM convention, I had the honor of announcing the government's investment in municipal revenue sharing. I was pleased to announce another record-setting investment of $392.4 million, which is an increase of $30.7 million over last year. Since 2007, the Government of Saskatchewan has supported municipalities by providing nearly $5 billion in unconditional grants through municipal revenue sharing. These unconditional funds are for you to use to invest in your communities for your unique strategies and priorities. As local leaders, living and working alongside the citizens in your municipality, you know best how to invest these dollars to protect what matters most. The provincial government understands the pressures municipalities face. As part of our budget this year, our government has committed to continued investment in the communities through capital and infrastructure, community safety, education, healthcare, but also affordability and sound fiscal management. We are all faced with increasing costs for operations, labor, and construction in this current global economy. It's led to some hard decisions during budget deliberations. But as a government, we know, as you do, that serving our ratepayers must remain central to all we do. I want to thank your leaders here at SUMA and their colleagues at SARM for sitting down with us and talking about what can be done to assist communities who are faced with sustainability issues. As a result, a sustainability working group has been struck with Ministry, SUMA, and SARM representation to ensure both rural and urban voices are heard. We are all residents of the province, and we all want the same things. We want safety and security, activities to do with our family and friends, the indoor and outdoor spaces to host those activities, and a healthy future for generations to come. However, some Saskatchewan communities are challenged to continue to provide services to their citizens, and they must look to their neighbors to help. This working group was established to ensure that there are options for support for dissolution and other restructurings to preserve services to Saskatchewan residents. We are protecting Saskatchewan communities with $1.5 million invested in the Community in Transitions Fund, doubling the amount available. The Communities in Transition Fund is available to protect communities and their neighbors to ensure that urban residents can continue to access services when circumstances require them to transition into a rural municipality. Our government wants to see the municipal sector succeed. That's why the fund has built-in flexibility to meet a range of needs. It will expand eligibility to make all types of municipalities able to apply. Those accessing the fund will also have dedicated staff support from the ministry. I encourage you to reach out to ministry officials if you have any questions or just want to discuss options. The Advisory Services and Municipal Relations branch has realigned their services to be stronger contact for communities who need assistance assessing their sustainability, whether with short-term challenges or in long-term. We are confident that these enhancements to the fund and the ministry will enable us to support a greater number of much-needed projects during periods of transition. The Targeted Sector Support Initiative continues to allocate $1.5 million per fiscal year to support projects that strengthen municipalities' core operational capabilities through increased regional cooperation. Projects under this program improve cooperation between municipalities and their municipal service delivery, as well as strengthening governance and administrative capacity. It's like partnering with our neighbors to build a fence down a shared property line. We get best results when we cooperate and work together. As any elected official knows, we are facing challenging times with increasing costs and growing infrastructure pressures. This is the message we recently took to Ottawa. A delegation of representatives from SUMA, SARM, and several mayors met with the federal government to impress upon them the importance of infrastructure programs as a nation-building project. And it's been referred to as the Team Saskatchewan approach. We will continue to engage on both municipal and with both our municipal and federal partners to ensure additional joint funding opportunities support growth. Yesterday, along with the federal government, we were pleased to announce a joint investment of more than $25.9 million through the Canada Housing Infrastructure Fund. CHIF funds can be used to develop or improve essential water, wastewater, stormwater, and solid waste infrastructure needed to build more homes faster. We will continue to protect our province by working together and advocating for our unique needs and priorities. In closing, I want to thank you again for your hard work and dedication. It's not always easy. The work you do is a vital part of delivering stronger municipalities and a vibrant province. Once again, thank you to SUMA for giving me the opportunity to join you, and I wish you all the best for a great convention. Thank you very much.
Getting my steps in, folks. Well, it's always a pleasure to thank Minister Schmalz, the Honourable Minister Schmalz, for being with us today and for the words that he just brought and the work that we do with them, because we deeply value our collaboration with the Ministry of Government Relations and the work you do to ensure our urban municipalities have the resources they need to serve our residents and our communities. And we appreciate you taking the time to be with us today. And we absolutely appreciate him speaking about infrastructure, about our current tri-party infrastructure program between the federal, provincial, and municipal governments is an absolute major concern that we have. And I know that the Premier said it was almost like a bear pit, but where did the Minister, oh, here he is. Can you give us just a little bit more detail on how your discussions are going with your federal counterparts?
Yes. Thanks, Randy. Yeah, I'm a little bit easy to miss, I think. I want to say to you, as your representatives from your constituent municipalities, that your provincial government takes this issue very seriously. We are in continued dialogue with our federal counterparts, imploring them to come on board with us and provide a more broadened scope of eligible projects that would be taken on under an integrated bilateral agreement, such as CHIF, or before that, ISIP. We've advocated for that at the federal level, along with, I see a few mayors here, Aaron Keenley here from Yorkton, a lot of folks that were with us on that delegation. And when we had those conversations, again, they were impressed. I know it's been said here before by President Golden, but they were impressed by the team approach. They'd never seen a provincial government bring municipalities with them. Usually they were doing it in silos. Municipalities would go, provincial government would go, and the rural municipalities would go from each jurisdiction. But Saskatchewan, we took the team approach. We brought everyone with us, and not only did it help us to impress upon the federal government what we need here in this province, but it also built relationships between urban and rural municipalities. It helped the rural municipalities understand what was going on in urban municipalities, and vice versa. It helped to see the connection and how we all benefit if we can work together. So that is what we do as a government. We want to continue to do that day in and day out. Obviously, we're in continued dialogue with our federal counterparts. We're looking at more infrastructure programs, broadened infrastructure programs, and we will be there to do our part. So thanks.
I have one more question. So in hearing that, Minister, I have one more question, and the question would be, I know that SUMA and our federal partner, the Federation of Canadian Municipalities, when we are advocating for, the next gen of the funding, we have asked that there be a component, and keep in mind our small, our remote, and our northern communities. Do you have any update on that?
Yes, so obviously our focus is on all municipalities. Particularly when we've seen a smaller envelope of funding come forward in this CHIF fund, we've put a limitation on the total allowable amount to each project so that the dollars go further. They spread to smaller communities and not large projects in larger communities gobbling up all the funding right away out of the gate. We've put those limitations in place to allow that funding to go further. And we will continue to look at innovative approaches like that. I know it's not exactly what those in larger communities with huge projects, infrastructure projects want to hear, but we're continuing to negotiate with our federal counterparts to ensure that we have those dollars go as far as we can. At the end of the day, there's only one taxpayer. And when we're putting those dollars out into the communities across this province, we want to make sure they're going as far as possible.
Thank you very much, Minister, and for your appreciation of the time that you have and coming to our convention and working with us. In lieu of a gift, we are making a donation to St. John's Ambulance for the work that they do in public safety and helping us protect our community. So we will be making that donation in your name, Minister. So another big round of applause for Minister Schmalz.
Thank you again so much. We will be getting to the Municipal Awards presentation, an exciting part of our day. In just a few minutes, we're going to clear off the stage here and get set for that. Just a couple of notes for after the awards and what the afternoon is going to look like. Of course, we will go for lunch, and during the lunch we are going to divide it by sector. So this was introduced to give more time for you to network with your peers prior to the meetings after lunch. So you will be told where the sectors will be located. Attend your own sector, and then other attendees can as well do the same. You can still get lunch from the same spot as yesterday, but after you do grab your lunch, you will be split into rooms. After we get through lunch, there's going to be concurrent breakout sessions for each sector, and that starts at 2 o'clock. And then don't forget, after our afternoon, we do have the beautiful gala tonight, and there's some fun surprises in store, and the gala will be open 6 o'clock. That's here tonight. There will be a cash bar opening up in the lobby right at 6 p.m. I think we are ready for the awards presentation. The Saskatchewan Municipal Awards Program is a partnership between SUMA, SARM, and the Ministry of Government Relations, the Rural Municipal Administrators Association, the Urban Municipal Administrators Association of Saskatchewan, and New North. This is the 19th round of the Saskatchewan Municipal Awards, and the management and the selections committees were pleased to see 12 nominations submitted on behalf of 25 municipalities in Saskatchewan. Today we will see videos for all of those winning projects, and awards will be handed out to the urban municipalities. Rural municipalities receive their awards in March at the SARM convention. For the 19th annual Saskatchewan Municipal Awards, the selection committee was made up of Randy Omack, SARM Division 6 Director and Reeve of the RM of Meeting Lake, number 466. Charlie Clark, former mayor of the city of Saskatoon. Keith Comstock, Executive in Residence at the Johnson Shamoya School of Public Policy. Christine Dick, former Administrator for the RM of Lost River and the Town of Allen. Malcolm Eaton, former Mayor of Humboldt and former Vice President of Cities for SUMA. And Guy Legrandier, former Administrator for the RM of Redburn number 130 in the Town of Rollo, RMAA past President. We receive and we appreciate the time and the effort that these individuals have taken to help us celebrate local governments in Saskatchewan. I would also like to recognize the title sponsor for this year's Saskatchewan Municipal Awards, Affinity Credit Union. Please welcome Richard Schwann, Chief Banking Officer with Affinity Credit Union, who is here to bring greetings on Affinity's behalf.
Well, thank you and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Richard Schwann, and I'm Chief Banking Officer for Affinity Credit Union, and it's my pleasure to join you at the 2026 SUMA Convention and Trade Show, and on behalf of Affinity, proud sponsor of the Saskatchewan Municipal Awards. Now, I want to start by expressing our gratitude for being able to gather here on Treaty 4 territory, the traditional lands of the Cree, the Dene, Lakota, Dakota, Nakota, and Saulteaux peoples, and the homeland of the Métis. We honor the ancestors of this place and reaffirm our commitment to respectful relationships with one another. Now, this week is a celebration of municipal leadership, and it's also something more. SUMA was built on the belief that when municipalities come together with purpose, we can improve daily life for people right across Saskatchewan. So when we gather here and in the work in between the conventions, we accelerate the progress and create conditions for sustainable growth in every corner of our province. And while it's always great to connect with colleagues and with friends, this gathering is a platform to test ideas, to share what's working, and to tackle what's not, and to shape the growth of our communities and the future of our province. And to our elected officials and municipal stakeholders, you carry the responsibility of turning community priorities into real outcomes. For example, safe streets and strong local services, economic opportunities, and a sense of belonging. That spirit of practical problem solving and collaboration is at the heart of what built SUMA, and still what makes this convention so special. At Affinity, we feel a deep connection to all that work because we're deeply rooted in Saskatchewan. This is our home. Our members live here. Our teams work here, and our success is tied directly to the strength of the communities in which we serve. We're committed to the same values that have guided SUMA from the very beginning, whether it's partnership, local leadership, and the building of a province where people and businesses can thrive. Now, we're proud to stand with you, not only in celebration, but also in the ongoing work of strengthening municipal capacity and unlocking the province's potential. Saskatchewan is a unique place with so much to offer, from the wide open prairies to our lakes and forests, from growing cities to the small towns that are punching far beyond their weight. The next chapter of our province will be shaped by the decisions, the partnerships, and the investments that we make together. So it's in our municipalities that the future we yearn becomes real. So today, I want to offer my sincere congratulations to all the award nominees. Your dedication, your hard work, and your leadership deserve recognition. And to those who will walk away with the awards, I want to thank you for showing what's possible and what we can do when we lead with courage and with creativity. I also want to extend my sincere thanks to all of the Affinity Credit Union members who are here today. Your trust makes it possible for us to reinvest in the communities across Saskatchewan and to support the initiatives that matter locally. Thank you for everything that you do in your communities and for the ideas and policies that will help shape Saskatchewan's future. I wish you all a very productive and a memorable afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Richard. We appreciate Affinity's support for these awards. And now, on to the winners. Please, we ask you hold your applause until the video finishes playing. We invite the winners to approach the stage as their video begins playing to receive their award and have their photo taken. The winner of the Top Rural Municipal Initiative for the 19th Annual Saskatchewan Municipal Awards is the RM of Moosomin with the Moosomin Municipal Airport Project. Now we're going to hear more about this amazing project.
Because we didn't have lights and then we didn't have a paved runway, we couldn't get air ambulance out. Jim Patterson Children's Hospital is in Saskatoon, so all our children that are seriously sick needs to go to Saskatoon. Our stroke experts are also in Saskatoon.
The necessity to get our people to there made it a very viable project to the community and the area.
Myself and Jeff St. Ange decided that maybe we should just put some lights on our old runway. Then somebody said, well, since you're putting lights on, why don't we just pave the runway? That's how this whole project started.
We got involved with some other municipalities in the area. We formed an airport authority.
We were just going to put it actually where the old runway was, but then we actually found that we need to angle the runway differently due to the prevailing winds. We started off with what we thought would be maybe a $2 million project. And how expensive can it be?
Final budget was right around 10.6 million. Kind of the pitch was, would you spend $350 to save your child if they needed the air ambulance?
Donations came in to start this project, and away we went.
At last count, I believe we had 25 municipalities, towns, various businesses that are contributing.
We've put a group together, a 7-member board that will work as an umbrella under the RM.
Burns Mandel, the engineering firm that we worked with, obviously have all the expertise. Right now we have a 5,000-foot runway, which I believe is the third longest in Saskatchewan. We have the GPS approaches, which enables the aircraft to land in poorer weather, the snow at an airport. Who knew that was that much work? So we've been very fortunate that one of our local ag dealers, Rocky Mountain Equipment, are actually supplying us with the power equipment.
We've had people flown directly right from Moosomin to Edmonton. There was a local situation that was pretty dire, actually. The airport probably influenced the outcome quite substantially.
Canadian Armed Forces are using it to practice their approaches because of the RNAV and the GPS approaches. We have flight schools that use it. We have private pilots that use it.
Aerial application planes, we have local producers in town that have them.
I'm a pilot myself. My son is a pilot, and so we actually have a small light aviation aircraft out at the airport that we use.
You can't have something of this magnitude and not see economic development come from it as well.
I got to give Nutrien and the provincial government credit. They believed in the vision that we had for out here and the importance of this area to the province.
Our next big dream is our automated weather observation system.
That'll help with flight information for the pilots to come in.
I spent a lot of time in the southern U.S. and you'd land at every small town. They had beautiful airports. And you'd ask them, like, why do you have this? We need business owners to come out of Dallas and build here.
Can't believe that we have something of such an impact to the community that was built here.
It wasn't just the RM that got this accomplished. It was a whole community area.
I always usually joke, the quicker we can get over old senior hockey fights and focus on the future, the better it's going to be for our kids and grandkids.
If you think you want to do something, get the right people together, and it can be done. There's nothing you can do when people believe in a cause.
A thank you to everybody that was involved.
Pretty incredible. Congratulations to the RM of Moosomin. This was a visionary project that is improving the health and well-being of the RM of Moosomin and all surrounding communities. Congratulations. We had 2 winners of the Top Urban Municipal Initiative. Both the City of Melville and the City of Weyburn submitted nominations for their respective youth council projects. The City of Melville's nomination emphasized the importance of establishing a youth council, while the City of Weyburn's nomination highlighted the value of sustaining an established youth council over a long term. I would like to invite the representatives from the City of Melville and the City of Weyburn to join me on the side of the stage, and we're going to learn more in this video about their youth councils.
In Youth Council, you get to be a part of those decisions and learn the process. The Weyburn Youth Council is 1 mayor position and 6 youth councillor positions and 1 secretary. The Youth Council does meet in council chambers at City Hall. We do give them that opportunity to really make that space feel like it's their space to speak and talk. Youth Council does not have a vote on City Council. They're there to advise and provide perspective. We have had discussions with our youth on how things like the closure of our local theatre impacted them.
Our theatre was closing. Now they've had a group come together to bring a new theatre to Weyburn in the next few years.
We have seen environmental initiatives increase. There was a discussion at council about changing the speed limits, and of course having that youth perspective about what the speed limit means for them within their school zones was incredibly important.
It's given us a really good opportunity to build relationships and connections with those who sit on our youth council, and then you see them out in the community and what they're doing, and it's incredible to watch.
So maybe they're never going to be in government, but they're going to sit on a daycare board someday or on a hockey club board of directors one day. So they'll learn how all of those things work. Of course, they also learn how municipal government works.
What I've found over the years is that they bring a perspective that many of us adults maybe have forgotten.
The youth are our future, so I think it's a crucial part of government to take interest in what they care about.
They're the future of our community. So the decisions we are making today, those young people will have to live with.
For the youth to have a voice, it brings attention to different issues and different topics that a lot of adults might not think about.
When you came into youth council, you were letting your city council know what you as a youth thought was an important idea.
I hope that other communities are able to empower young leaders.
I currently work at a municipality, so I would say it has really benefited me.
Don't be that, oh, yeah, someone else will do it. Do it yourself and experience it for yourself.
All the accolades go to our city manager, Jolene Tucksher. She brought forward the idea of having the City of Melville Youth Council. We have 6 councillors, 1 mayor, as long as all the kids can show up, because the kids who volunteer for this are very busy, always.
I've gotten to go to regular council meetings too, as part of the responsibility there. So I learned a lot more about the actual Melville Council runs.
I really like the Oasis nights. We get to entertain all the kids, and they're always laughing, they're always having fun.
It's a safe place for kids to come out on a Friday night, keep them out of trouble. We have a hockey game. We run a Mills game, kids versus Melville Millionaire Junior A team.
We've set up a holiday store. We have city merchandise and some merchandise from our high school, and then for the Melville Millionaires, so it's kind of just a way for us to help support those different groups.
Our donation drive we do every year, we pick a new charity.
We'll have somebody come in, like the fire department guy, and he'll tell us about how we have to have a special fund put away.
We've created safe spaces for our youth to come together and for them to be able to say, hey, this is what we need in Melville.
Our group isn't super duper large. It relies on everybody being able to come together and volunteer for the things, and I think that that's really important.
I hear people talk about youth council at school, and I think they respond positively to it.
We like to create a space for everybody to come together and be heard and feel like they matter, because they do.
Youth Council and everyone in it helped me grow more confident in myself and my abilities.
Well, I've definitely learned a lot about working with a team, working through ideas, and when things don't work out, trying to plan how to make things better.
People are excited to see the youth getting involved and to see that we care.
When I talk to my friends about Youth Council, I tell them how great it is, and they always say like, oh, I wish I joined.
And like help the community, and that's something I've always wanted to do, and this is my opportunity to do it.
You have the chance to do it, so why not?
How amazing is that? Congratulations to both of those projects. These initiatives highlight the value, the need of youth engagement, and the importance of ensuring that young voices are heard in municipal decision making. So well done. That is so incredible. How about a big round of applause again? Way to go, guys. Amazing. And let me guess, you got to skip school today to come here. Not bad. Thank you so much. The winner of the top municipal initiative is the City of Meadow Lake for the Co-op Center Meadow Lake Recreation Center. I'd like to invite the representatives from the City of Meadow Lake to join us at the side of the stage to accept their award as they make their way. Let's learn more about this incredible rec center.
June the 6th, 2021. My phone goes off about 6 in the morning, and it's our city manager at that time. She said the rink's burning.
Our fire department was dispatched pretty quickly. Despite their efforts, lost the building.
Phone started blowing up in the middle of the night and heard the news. I don't forget those days.
It was an immense and immediate loss to the community.
That building was the heartbeat of this community for almost 50 years. It really hurt for a little bit until we were able to kind of find a solution and see a way out of it.
An arena in a community our size is a definite must. After the rink burned, things started right away looking for what can we do? How can we rebuild the arena? And what does the vision look like?
Council and our then city manager were in talks pretty much immediately about how we were going to deal with it.
Quite a number of the city staff, different departments had input and worked very hard on this project.
There was a lot of input from the community as well as the organizing committee.
We decided right away that we were going to build a multi-use facility.
We did apply for ICIP, Investing in Canada Infrastructure Program money, and we were very fortunate to receive what we had asked for.
I remember initially having people being upset that we weren't ready to take their money yet.
The province was $15.9 million. The rural municipality came forward with some funding.
We were able to come to a partnership with Corex, which is our contractor, and they said they'd be able to build the arena and City Hall for what our budget was.
We have an NHL-sized ice arena.
1,288 seats, plus we have a VIP lounge.
Dress rooms to go along with that. We have a great field house. Can get divided into 3 volleyball courts, 3 basketball courts, walking track around it, an immense number of pickleball courts for that up-and-coming sport.
We have the Legacy Hall, small gathering community hall.
City Hall moved our operations into here, which has been great.
We're in hockey season right now, so the arena is pretty much in use all afternoon into the evening, every day of the week. The Innovation Plex Field House is pretty much constantly in use. People walking the track, volleyball, badminton, pickleball.
I really believe in facilities like this. I really believe that youth and adults alike need places like this.
Oh, the attendance, the uptake, the participation in activities has been amazing, and it's only going to grow from here.
The Co-op Center fills a need that Meadow Lake has had for a long time, even before the arena burnt down.
I'm good friends with the board chair of the Meadow Lake Co-op, and he said it was a no-brainer.
These kids outside of school hours are able to come and actually really invest in their futures here, invest in some playtime away from screens.
It's an amazing facility. It's a great addition to what we can offer to our residents.
It was very well planned out by the architect.
It is a recreation hub, a gathering place. It's nice to have that back.
The delivery of the product by Corex, Collier's the project manager. They did an awesome job.
Meadow Lake City Council had a clear picture of what they wanted.
Work together with your community, and this is what you come up with.
This was a huge challenge, but also a huge opportunity.
It's state of the art, and we're very proud of it.
Well, congratulations. This rebuilt facility is a testament to the community's resilience and commitment to moving forward together. It is beautiful. Congratulations. The winners of the Regional Cooperation Award are the RMs of Caron and Wheatlands, the villages of Caronport and Mortlach, and the hamlet of Caron for the project RM of Wheatlands, number 163, Satellite Fire Hall. It is now my pleasure to invite representatives from the villages of Caronport and Mortlach to join us on stage, and we'll learn more about this collaborative project as they make their way up.
We have about 45 volunteers, the RM of 162, 163, 132. We cover a large area, as well as about 60 kilometers of the number 1 highway. The majority of our calls are rescue in nature. We also respond to medical calls in the area through our first responders.
Caronport Fire Department have been looking towards potentially building a brand new fire hall facility in Caronport, but that's not so easily accomplished just with the amount of capital involved.
It began with the fire chief approaching us with the whole idea of a satellite fire hall.
We saw the possibility of better service, and we could attend to crisis situations, fire and rescue, and the highway number 1 accidents much quicker.
It was actually a dry year that year, and there was lots of fires, and it sparked the idea.
We do have a lot of rescue situations further out into Wheatlands and on the highway, so this was a very good choice to put a satellite rather than to keep all our equipment and personnel in one location in Caronport.
Our contribution was providing the land to build this facility. We wanted to help in any way that we could.
Before, we used to have to go either in our private vehicles to a scene or go to Caronport to get into a vehicle and head out from there.
If there happens to be a fire in the Wheatlands RM, you're 15 minutes closer to that fire already.
Building a second hall has really reduced our response time to accidents.
I think the biggest thing for the residents is that they now have a local fire department that can bring down at least insurance costs because we have a department right here.
Trans-Canada Pipeline has been a big supporter of our fire department. We have partnerships with Hawks Agro, JGL, Simpson Seeds have been a large supporter, G3 getting our grain rescue up and going.
Briarcrest College, the Village Caronport, RM of Caron, and the Village of Mortlach. Wheatlands has joined in as a member now.
Small town departments funding is always an issue. When you can pool together your resources, it goes a lot further.
Having a relationship with the other RMs along with Caronport, and having a good relationship with the RCMP and with the fire department and such, you can't do better than that.
To have access to a fire hall has been a tremendous improvement to our quality of life here in Mortlach.
It's a long process, decision making, trying to get everybody on the same page. You're not going to get it done alone. Collaborative efforts are the only way to go.
Being able to work together to share our equipment, share our expertise, and share our knowledge is a benefit to everyone who is involved.
People feel a little safer in the community knowing that they've got quicker access to a fire hall.
It's pretty exciting to be here today to see a building here and these trucks in operation and just have a new service available to our community.
You just can't speak enough to having municipalities sharing resources and working together for the common good.
I don't think this would have happened if it wasn't for the cooperation of our neighboring municipalities.
When you need the fire department attend your property, you want them to be close by.
I'm very proud of the job that everyone is doing out here and the job that we're going to continue to do.
Congratulations. And this project highlights the benefits of collaboration, bringing communities together to improve fire protection and emergency response across the region. Congratulations. The Saskatchewan Municipal Awards are a great way to celebrate municipal successes with others from across the province. Congratulations to everyone who submitted a nomination this year. Keep doing that great work that you have been doing for your municipalities. And you can always visit the Saskatchewan Municipal Awards website at municipalawards.ca to learn more about the program, get more details on winning projects, and view all of these wonderful videos again. Thank you to everyone who came to celebrate. Now, we are going to get to some incredible prizes in just a couple of minutes because it is time for Tuesday's prize draw. As we get set up with our prizes, if Catterall and Wright, Ashley, if you could come to the stage. Hi. I'm good, thank you. I'll explain all the prizes in just a couple of minutes. But first, we'll go to you, Ashley.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ashley Kramer, and I'm very pleased to be here representing Catterall and Wright. I grew up in southern Saskatchewan and graduated from the University of Saskatchewan in 2024, so it truly means a lot to be here with so many of you who work every day to support communities across this province. I've had the chance to spend some time at our booth over the last couple days, and it's been great connecting with so many of you, hearing about both the challenges and opportunities your communities are facing. Catterall and Wright was established in 1965 by Fred Catterall and Don Wright, and we continue to offer professional, reliable, and civil engineering services to our clients today. Fred and Don believe strongly in being team players, maintaining high standards, taking pride in your work, and providing good design at a reasonable cost, principles that still guide our work nearly 60 years later. We're a small, locally owned business, and we take great pride in the strong relationships we've built with municipalities across Saskatchewan. In my role as an urban planner, I work with municipalities on everything from infrastructure upgrades to long-range planning initiatives. And one thing is very clear: our communities are being asked to balance a lot: aging infrastructure, growth pressures, funding limitations, and the need to plan responsibly for the long term. That's where we focus our work. Whether it's water and wastewater upgrades, zoning and development support, asset management, or planning for future growth, our goal is always the same: to help municipalities make practical, forward-thinking decisions. In addition to engineering and planning, we also offer GIS and survey services. Our GIS team transforms complex data into clear, accessible information, and our surveyors provide the accurate foundation that every successful project depends on. Individually, these services are important, but together they give municipalities a complete picture: accurate data, practical analysis, and clear direction. We truly value the relationships we've built with municipalities across this province, and we would welcome the opportunity to work with you, whether that's on your next project or simply helping plan for what's coming next. Thank you for everything you do for our communities, and thank you for being here today. And now, we'll get to the reason we're all here. We'll make the draw.
Thank you so much, Ashley, and we're going to put you to work here for a couple of minutes. So just to run over how the prizes work again, so you had the chance to fill out ballots and drop them in the drum in the trade show. That had to be done before 11 o'clock to be eligible to be winning one of these amazing prizes. Now, if you got your ballot in before 8:30 this morning, that gave you an extra chance to win. So you must be in the room to win, so hopefully everyone is here. And if we do draw a name, Ashley, and if they're not here, then we will have to move on and draw a new name. We will do the first draw, prize package number 1. These are the ballots that went in before 8:30, and then we're going to mix them all together for the rest of the prizes. Now, package number 1 is an Apple iPad A16, 128 gigabyte Wi-Fi, 11th generation. It's silver. There's Apple AirPods Max wireless over-the-ear headphones. This is the big Apple prize. And the winner is Jasmine DeBloy, Willow Bunch. Come on up to the front. Congratulations. Prize package number 2. This is a remarkable Paper Pro 11.8-inch, 64 gigabyte paper tablet with marker plus pen and mosaic folio case, and it's black. I feel like we need some Price is Right music or something, hey? I'll give that a good shake. It is stuffed. Okay, Ashley. And the winner is Daphne Pinch, Town of Southie. There's Daphne. Congratulations. Prize package number 3, Insta360 Ace Pro 2 Action Camera Bundle. And the winner is Wendy Benz, Town of Raymore. Congratulations. And prize package number 4, Filigree Chocolatier, a medium gift basket, and Sticks and Doodles Saskatchewan Black Lily sign. Amber Ackerman, City of Regina. Not here. Amber. Amber, you're missing some chocolate. Should we draw again? Okay. Hal Zoin, White City. Hal. That's fine. All right. Okay. Randy Patrick, North Battleford. North Battleford, Randy. He's coming. Thank you, Ashley. Congratulations to everyone. Now, before we do go to lunch, just hang tight. We want to recognize the sponsors of the Small Community Support Initiative, Connexa Group, Core, Scantron Robotics, Sask Water, and Sumasure. This lunch is sponsored by CN, and I would like to call on Scott Brown, Senior Manager, Public Affairs Canada for CN, to come and say a few words.
Thank you, folks, and good to see everybody. I won't keep people long, as I know everybody's eager to get to the next thing and lunch on top of that. Just really proud to be here on behalf of CN to engage with our municipal partners across the country. We've got about 800 communities on the CN network just in Canada alone, and it's important for us to be here to engage with the municipalities along our network to make sure that we can work together on growth opportunities, or if you've got some friction or problems in your community, by all means talk to us. We had our spot at the trade show booth and got to see a lot of folks over the last couple of days, so we'd appreciate that. And that's about it. Happy to support your convention and some good learning that goes on here as well. We have a short video to show you as part of our sponsorship. It's up-tempo and it's short, so it'll get you off to lunch right away. Thanks for having us, and good luck with the rest of the convention.
Thank you, Scott, and thank you, CN. As I mentioned earlier, lunch is divided by sector, and this was introduced to give you more time to network with your peers. Please listen carefully. Each sector will be located in different spots. So cities will be in QCC Meeting Room 1, towns in QCC Ballroom B, villages and resort villages in QCC Ballroom A, northern municipalities in QCC Meeting Room 3. Now, you should attend within your own sector, and other attendees, you can choose where you'd like to go. You'll still get lunch in the same spot as yesterday. After lunch, there will be concurrent breakout sessions for each sector that starts at 2, and you're not required to stay with your sector, but if you think you'd benefit from perhaps a different one and something new, you are free to attend. Please see the app for more information. Following those breakout sessions, there will be educational sessions starting at 4, and again, all of that can be found on the app. This is the last time I'll see you before tonight, so a few notes on the President's Gala. Admittance to this event is with your registration. Your name badge is your ticket. The event is being held here. Buses will be departing from the hotels, and there is a cash bar starting at 6 o'clock in the lobby. So thank you, and we'll see you tonight.